All right. So, here we are yet again back in the world of darkness. Tonight it's going to be a little shorter, but we're going to try to set some things up and have a little bit of a side thing cuz last time around I think we kind of had the problem where we benched Davis for like 80% of the game, I think. So this time I kind of want to give him some play, give him something to do. Um, and there's a good opportunity for that tonight here, too. So, alright, I guess for a brief recap, last we left off, um, well, Robert was out owling around and ran into a certain Mr. the Snake, uh, harassing a teenage Iris on the road, and he intervened, and Snake versus Owl, and did not go well for Snake.
As it should in nature.
Yeah.
So yeah, that problem is kind of taken care of, because there is still the gang, but it's kind of taken care of. But But yeah, Iris has kind of followed along back to the Robert shack, where, given the option and being informed that the family could be in danger, they did the ones that got away, they did see her face and all that. So yeah, she took the option to get turned, so she can maybe do something about that. Because she's kinda a little bit useless otherwise. A little bit.
As humans are.
Yep.
Squishy humans. Oh. Well, but but yeah, that's where we left things off last time. So
Well, we did embrace her.
yeah, yeah. So well, the process had been started, I guess is the way to put it. The process was started. And so I think everyone had kind of, yeah, they'd retired for that night. And so today, no one that's going to be doing anything during daylight hours anymore. So the clock rolls around, and it's a brand new fresh night. So yeah, 6 p.m. on the sharp, as we always do it. But everyone can spend their point to wake up, because it is
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
All right, and let me.
And willpower gain, presumably.
Yeah, I do also give that.
Yeah, Roll20 is fooling around for me right now a little. Now. Like, the background went black, so did most of my character sheet.
Oh no.
Willpower gain, yay!
Let me make sure my Roll20's working good. It is a little slow, but which I have the fun thing of having the spotty Wi-Fi over here, so it kind of poops out
I
every
left
now
the
and then.
door open.
Mm. All right. So okay, got my things up to. Oh, I forgot to pull up all my little, like, I like to have the dice roller just right there in my face and all that. Let me
Why
just.
not just type /R?
It's not comfy to type on the bed. My shoulders, my elbows, Oh, so I just getting that all set up here real quick.
I
D10.
told you to sit down in one of the chairs and sit closer to the door too.
Also not.
You know,
The laptop is warm.
It is called a laptop.
It's warm. It's too warm.
Double isn't keen on listening.
It's too
Yeah,
warm.
that too.
My laptop gets warm. You know that.
Put a thing under it.
Then it doesn't get ventilation.
Put the ventilator on it.
Hmm.
And that on your lap. I mean, the fans are protected.
True. Well, next time I'm already all set up. I got my mouse and everything right on the. Oh, that's what. It'd be hard to use the mouse on my lap though. That would be hard, and the pad's kind of a little broken. Uh-oh. I hear Dunna talking in the other room, but oh, there goes my Wi-Fi. Oh, Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi.
You are back.
Yeah, I had that thing where I heard you talking, but not in Discord. It begins.
Yay.
Alright. Okay, so I got everything set up. I'm good. Alright. So, it is... Okay, it's a brand new night. The party has awakened. So, what... I guess, what are they doing?
Well, Robert is waiting for Iris to wake up.
Alright. And, oh yeah, I'd forgotten how many vitae had Robert shared.
5.
Okay, I didn't mark it down properly last time.
No. I think you said she had 7?
Oh yeah, well, like her, yeah, because base health, yeah. No,
He gave her 4.
okay. So, well, that's still, yeah, 1 to wake up. So,
Yep.
alright.
But she's not starving.
So, okay, I mark 1 off. So, I guess as, yeah, like, since Robert's just kind of hanging around and watching and waiting, well, for quite a while, like, you know, for, like, I'd say he'd be waiting there for a little bit, alright?
Makes sense.
So while Davis and Robert kind of have a good routine going of waking up nice and promptly, which I will say real quick, is there anything either of them would be doing to occupy their time for a little while when they get up? You know, other than just sitting and waiting.
I mean, there's not really the opportunity to go and get a newspaper. Robert would have a radio, though.
Okay, yeah, because it's you live in the middle of the woods.
I'm gonna listen to the radio.
Davis would perhaps be doing some fletching,
Ah,
getting some arrows.
okay. Basically making sure the arrow stock is plentiful. All right.
Yep.
Well, for Davis, I'd say, like, that'd just be like, you know, a craft check, basically, like a dexterity craft check,
All right.
just to make sure he's fletching good. Which, as I recall, the party does have plenty wood available at the
Yes.
moment.
Yes, we do have a lot of wood available.
So dex and crafts, and I get a bonus on woodwork, so 6. Two.
And a roll again.
Oh yeah. Nope.
Well, I'd say, like, since there is just, like, the kind of standard arrow that Davis can make, I'd say, well, given enough time, like, yeah, he could make, like, say, a good quiver worth. So, we'll say 20 arrows for 2 successes. It's like 10 for each
Alright.
one.
All right.
So he doesn't have to worry about running out anytime soon.
I'll list that on my gear.
All right, and for Robert, just kind of tuning in to the radio, I guess first off, would he just be like tuning into music, or is he like?
No, news.
Okay. So, okay, tuning to the news then. The evening news. So for that,
Is there anything about a young woman missing?
well, I just like a good just a notice check to just get an idea on what he'll overhear. I like to get an idea from that.
1 second. I was kind of doing stupid stuff on my character sheet because I was bored.
Oh.
Okay. That is a wits composure check.
Yep.
So. And 1 reroll.
Ooh. All right. Well, I'll give a couple pieces of things then. Like, starting with the more useless, there's just an advertisement for, a nice new extra strong cleaning bleach you should definitely use in your home. All right, that's the first one. All right, but he does catch a little bit of evening news as well. And the more pressing news that people are concerned with is that there was a slaying of a family along the road south of the city like 2 nights ago. People are still talking about that. Details still coming in. Gruesome affair. Authorities still on the search. But yeah, nothing about anyone else just yet.
Okay.
Yep. So, alright. Time would pass, and as that's how Robert and Davis are kind of occupying their time, another hour will have passed since they woke up. So, around 7, Robert would, since he was paying attention to it, would notice that Iris is kind of starting to stir and twitch a little, like kind of waking up very, very slowly.
He's just going to position himself in front of her bed.
All right. And let's see, while I won't do a frenzy check, I just want to do a little thing here. Let's see, get an idea.
Let's see whether she remembers.
Well, it's just, I imagine the whole dying thing is quite a startling affair, I would imagine. Frenzy or no, you know? But I like to just do a little test of resolve. Not so great. So, yeah, like, she kind of stirs and grumbles a bit, and then, yeah, no panic frenzy or anything, but she does, when she actually kind of comes to, just kind of pops up, just unnecessarily gasping, very startled.
I'm just gonna roll my wits empathy here.
Ooh. Empathy from Robert.
Maybe I'm blind.
I wonder how this will go.
I notice how how startled she seems.
What did you expect?
Hey, I could have had a rogue success. That has happened before.
So yeah, Robert, not too perceptive,
Yeah.
just sees the panic.
Just gonna say good evening.
So yeah, Iris just kind of like wide-eyed, gasping for air, which she doesn't need, but habit, right? And just kind of looks around, sees Robert, Davis just kind of, I guess he's finishing his fletching.
Yeah.
And yeah, she just kind of like quickly kind of blurts out like what happened, what where so she just seems very confused, disoriented.
Do I have
Davis
to
just-
make a second empathy check to catch that?
First Davis is just gonna say, "Well, you're dead now."
Oh, well, and for Robert, like, well, I mean, I don't know. There's behavior blind, but I mean, it's like it's a question. He can answer questions, right?
True. So, I take it you don't remember much from last night.
All right.
You were on your way home by foot and were attacked by a group of bikers. And I helped you, but two of them who had seen your face got away, and to protect your family from undue harm, you decided to come with me.
All right. And yeah, so she does recall vaguely. So she kind of thinks for a second, and she slowly nods
Does
her
she
head.
also recall that Robert is from the future?
Well, I will say with only the one, like, okay, so she'll nod and just like kind of like rub her forehead and say that it's hazy. Last night there was those guys, and it was, I don't know, the forest, and so she doesn't have a complete memory of all of that.
It'll come back. And Robert just pats her head like a dog.
Davis just kind of frowns at that.
Alright, so yeah, she kind of looks around and slowly tries to, like, you know, get out of bed, which she is a little wobbly, but doing all right. And she just kind of looks around and wonders what am I doing? What we should be doing something, and oh, I'm kind of hungry, and oh, so a lot of things going through her mind.
Well, Davis, how about you lay out some traps?
That I can do.
Trap Master Davis. Oh.
Yeah. I still have my +2 trap, so might as well use it. So that is...
Alright, so, okay.
Survival something?
Well, okay, so I guess, like, so you're gonna just kind of, like, just go into the woods then, and, well, alright, so Davis, is he gonna go alone into the woods, or...
Yeah.
Alright.
Some traps.
Alright. Goody good. Then I'd say, okay, to get an idea, that would be so I think trapping, it's either wits or dexterity, and then survival, plus your traps.
Alright. Alright. So with my +2 trap and 3 dexterity and wits, so it would be 6 either way. +2, that'd be 8.
Alright.
And then plus specialty makes 9.
Ooh.
Three successes.
Alright, nice. Let me do a little roll just to get an idea. But 3 is a good one. That's good. Okay. Alright. Then, okay. So, yeah, Davis would just, be sitting around waiting for his trap to spring. And after a little while, yeah, he would hear it go off. And I would also like just a little in the background, for in a second, a little reflexive wits and composure check.
Okay. Alright, so that would be 6. Nope.
Doesn't notice nothing. So,
Davis is blind to it.
alright. So, yeah. When he does look to his trap, alright, there would be a nice, a nice, hefty, round badger.
A badger. Okay.
Yep.
Well, at that, I'd go back and inform them of the meal I caught.
Which I had a thought, cause like, well, he's just like transporting the badger back. He probably
That poor traumatized animal.
well, this is something I haven't made Davis do, but thinking about it I should have, is like, well, he would probably need to restrain the animal in some way. You know?
No, I'm keeping it in the trap and bring them over there.
Okay. All right.
I'm letting it stay in that trap, and I'm gonna go inform everybody of the meal I caught.
Okay, so then you make them come back, basically.
Yep.
All right. Oh, damn! I don't get to like have a badger escape and just go nuts. Oh.
No. I'm not that dumb.
All right. So, well, yeah.
Then yeah, leading her back to that badger.
Okay. So then the party would. I'd say additional time there. I'm just keeping track in the background. Okay. Yeah. So everyone comes on back, and the badger is just it's still flailing around in the trap. All right, making horrible badger noises. All right.
Yeah, and Robert is going to point at it. Well, there is what we feed off at the moment.
Just do a little.
Comment badgers? That's what we have to eat now?
Well, yeah. Iris is just gonna look at the flailing, screeching badger in the cage, which is just going nuts. And just looks between that and Robert and Davis, and just kind of shakes her head and says, "What?
Blood.
And to that one, she's still like not gonna
Davis
like.
just kind of lets out his fangs and points at him. Blood.
Yeah. So let me do a little thing here. Let's see.
Why do I have a feeling that until the end of the session, Iris will find something quote unquote normal to eat and do the stupid thing that I imagine a lot of fresh vampires do?
Gotta have that
Honestly,
moment.
I feel like she's just gonna take a chunk out of the badger instead of, actually trying to drink its blood.
Well,
I mean, we
yeah.
did tell her to drink the badger's blood. We did tell her that relatively.
Yeah, but there's
Relatively
other ways to
terms.
get at blood.
Yeah. Which that is real quick. Like I would think, like a complete and total newbie vampire, like yeah, I mean, your instinct would be to like bite into something, right? Like to take off a chunk of it.
I would say the beast's instinct would be to drain.
Oh, okay. That is always a little bit of a conflict. Is like, well, how much agency and all that does the vampire itself have, right? The human part. There is always that. I'd say it's a coin toss. I don't know. But
Well, how hungry is she right now?
well, actually, thanks to Robert, not that hungry, but kind of like at the threshold of feeling it. So, yeah,
I,
like,
I would I would say like unless she's starving, maybe it wouldn't take control that hard.
yeah, I would kind of say like if they're not if a vampire isn't like really starving, I'd say the human part is kind of more in the lead there. When it comes to these matters, but yeah, like no, she looked at that badger and just yeah, and and Davis telling her to just bite in and
Pointing
yeah,
to the fangs.
and yeah, she's just kind of like what we're don't even like it's flailing around. It's in pain. It's a moral issue here.
Davis just kind of looks at her flatly.
Iris, you will have to feed, and it is either animals or it is humans.
Which I would like to see if Robert can be persuasive with that too, because this is she's not having the whole badger for dinner thing. Oh,
Somewhat.
yeah. Okay. That's a point taken kind of thing. So yeah, like she'll kind of get closer to the badger. And this is where I would do just a little thing on the side here, a little eh.
Scratches her in the face.
Well, it's still presumably trapped. But okay, so the check, yeah. So yeah, she just she looks very very suspicious and apprehensive at the badger as she gets closer, but she also kind of like starts staring at it a little bit, and kind of without really noticing it, yeah, the fangs do pop out a little. Instinct kind of kicks in there. So yeah, she goes in for the badger. The beast takes over, so to speak. But and here, well, let's see if we do have that badger scratching moment, because you do have to get to it still. So let's see. I'd say a nice feat of kind of an athletic thing. Yeah, let's see. So go with strength athletic feat to do this safely. Okay. The roll 20's not lowballing tonight. That's good. Not too hard anyway. So yeah, she will go ahead and secure the badger. Just the beast is kind of taken over a bit, and just bites into it like
Badger secured.
So yeah, and let me do another little check. Okay. So yeah, okay, so she bites into it, but very like I had one tick of vitae, but very quickly just kind of like looks a little disgusted at that, kind of realizing, and just lets go of the badger, which it is gonna try to run away now. Which I don't know if anyone's gonna try to stop it.
No, Robert is thinking of this as a valuable learning experience.
Oh.
And after the badger has gone away, well, if you're gonna treat that, if you're gonna treat every opportunity that we give you to feed like that, you are gonna go hungry very quickly. And I know I haven't mentioned that yet, but when you're starving, you lose control and you will kill people for blood.
Alright, do a thing here. Get a good idea of something. Okay. Alright. So, yeah, like Iris kind of like looks up at Robert and very quickly also like making sure she doesn't have any blood on her from that, just looking not happy about it. But she just kind of goes, "Oh, that was a badger. That was So she's kind of disgusted just at that alone already. See, still distracted by that. Hmm.
Kiddo, seriously, you need to learn how to control your softer side. I mean, let me put it this way. When you still were human, did you eat meat?
All right, and she will nod at that, just like slowly nod.
So, before I became a vampire, I was a hunter. I killed animals and sold their carcasses to sell further. Every piece of meat that you ate was a live animal at some point.
Hmm. And to Robert's point there, her only response is, "Ugh, McDonald's burgers, they don't bleed like that." uh,
Trust me, that's not necessarily a sign of quality.
Oh, alright, let's see. And real quick, as everyone's doing this, just a little reflexive wits composure from everyone on just on the side.
Okay.
Oh, there's that
I am
lowballing.
very glad that botches in New World of Darkness work differently.
Well, it does have a higher difficulty on the thing, so I'm presuming that's why they don't do the botches.
Yeah. But there's
Everything has a flat difficulty of 8.
yeah,
Yep.
but there's that also roll 20 and it's lowballing. Which I'd wanted to get my little dice, like I like we have a dice, like a thing to roll dice on here. I'd kind of wanted that to work with, but ah well. Okay. So I guess, yeah, okay, Robert wouldn't have noticed anything, but uh Davis would have just kind of like in the distance heard some leaves crunching, and it's not the badger.
Davis looks in that direction.
All right. And Davis can do another with his attention focused, you know.
0.
Oh yeah, aside,
Don't see nothing.
real quick, I did forget to do an environmental modifier, which I just want to get an idea on, like, I always forget that, but like, we'll just say for now, it's just kind of a very damp night, but not raining. We'll go with that. Just average dampness. Kind of muddy, but okay. So yeah, Davis doesn't notice anything. But back
Notice
to
checks have been bad.
it's probably nothing. But all right. So yeah, so Iris though, she's still just kind of kind of disgusted with herself, but she's
And Robert
she
is kind of exhausted.
yeah, but she does acknowledge that whatever this is, right? Like whatever's coming over her, like now she does want to get a handle on it. She does. she does have a family she cares about and would like to see them again at some point, you know.
Robert just falls silent at this point. Yeah, that.
The long silence.
Yeah, I mean, you can have Iris do maybe an empathy check.
Oh. The problem now is that, like, anything involving wits, that isn't just like a, you know, a raw perception. That's, like, everyone in this situation right now has a penalty on their wits rolls.
Yep.
Oh. Okay, well, that's, like, maybe enough to notice that, like, Robert seems to be holding something back, so she does kind of, like, look curious at that. So, what? I mean, I need to, whatever this problem, I need to, you know, I need to get a control on this, and those guys, to find them and put a stop to this, like, yeah, so I can go home, right? So she's pushing that.
You are aware that you're not human anymore, right?
And on that one, like, she does look kind of confused, and she'll just say, like, I feel fine.
Let me show you something. And Robert just casually gets out his lighter, gets out his cigarette, and lights himself a cigarette.
Uh-oh. Which, real quick, did we like, Robert is not afraid of his own lighter, right? We did get that, right?
We established that he closes his eyes when he brings the lighter.
Okay, good. But
like, it's a very common motion that he can do with his eyes closed.
Alright. But I guess he is kind of close to Iris as he's doing this, then. Well, we know,
check?
we know what, it's frenzy o'clock, right? So.
Question. What about Davis?
Alright. Oh yeah!
Davis has seen Robert smoke a couple of times now.
True. And he's not quite as close, I'd imagine, physically.
Also, he's prepared for it.
Yeah.
Also, Davis is kind of looking away over in the direction of wherever that noise came from, so...
Ooh. Then in that case, from Davis, since he's actively, I'd say, like, just another wits composure chance. Ooh.
Let me do those roll agains. Or wait, do I get roll agains?
Yeah, because it's just
Alright.
perception.
Alright. Another success. 4 successes.
Alright.
I notice what's there.
Alright. Good. So we'll do this simultaneously, but let me get another idea for what happens with other thing, and I'd say for a little penalty here for first. It's just a lighter, but first time experiencing that. So I'd say, just a little minor penalty. Here we go. Boop. Okay, so enough to not flip out and frenzy o'clock. But yeah, like, Iris was very calm and composed before, or relatively, but when Robert busts out his lighter, and the moment he flicks it, like, her eyes go wide, and without really even realizing it, she kind of, like, just leaps backward, just kind of takes a defensive posture immediately without even kind of noticing that she's doing it. And simultaneously, as Davis was looking around, through the darkness. All right, even he could see that off in the distance, a ways in the woods, because he was looking in the direction of the sounds, he would catch a little glimpse, something, an animal, something white. Something familiar to Davis. just kind of leaping through the woods, just in the distance.
All right. Well, Davis goes running in that direction.
Without a word.
No word said. He's running. He's sprinting hard as he can.
So that just happens at the same time as Robert spooks Iris then. So yeah, so basically I'd say event-wise, she leaped back and she was already just verbally wondering why'd you do that? What just so she's just kind of flipping out a little bit verbally, and then Davis bolts off. That's what happens.
And I never would have believed that being a parent is hard. And Robert goes after David.
All right. Well, I'm running, so dexterity, athletics.
All right. So here's kind of how I've decided that chases will go. Is I kind of take your speed. I think this is a fair way to do it. It's my way. All right. So take your speed value. That's just a base hard number, and then add on your do a roll for athletics. So a dexterity athletics roll, and then plus your speed. I think that's a good fair way to do it.
Well, Robert is chasing, so.
Yeah. So dex athletics plus your speed.
All right, so my dex athletics is... All right, I roll 6. Three successes, and I have 12 speed.
Okay, so then 15.
We are
and what's
the
Robert's?
same speed right now.
Okay.
We are both at 15.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
I started running first, so you're just keeping up with me.
Yep.
All right.
Oh. This turn I'm gonna pump a little bit of Vitae. Just 1 point, which I think gives me 2 extra
I think it's plus 2.
Attribute?
Yeah, plus 2 physical. Yeah.
Why?
I need that stag. It is destiny.
And let me get a roll here.
Destiny.
So let's see, let me get a little roll here. So we got 15 from our 2 party members, and then let me just get an idea here on the stag speed. So okay. I'd say with this one, you're not losing sight of the stag, but it is fast. It is very fast. And
you know what? Even though I'm wasting a turn with that, I'm stopping and turn.
Oh.
Okay.
So
which means I'm gonna roll a resolve composure to see if I can keep my clothes with me.
All right.
2 successes, yes or no?
All right. I think any success is an okay for that one. It's not a hard check to make. All right. So yeah. All right.
So owl.
Yeah. So then Robert owls out. All right, and takes to the air.
So how does the Vitae pumping thing work? Just take a point of Vitae and...
spend a point and get 2 extra in any physical for 1 action.
Yeah.
Alright.
So it's kind of like willpowering, but you get only 2 dice and just physical stuff.
Well, I'm going to continue to run after that stag, and this time I'm gonna pump it.
All right, all right. So let's see what we got.
Nope. 12 speed.
All right, all right. Let me get another idea here. Okay, okay. All right, I'd say the stag is still outpacing you right now, but you are like you're not losing pace with it nearly as fast as you were. So you're keeping up. You're keeping up.
All right.
And yeah, it's just going, which I wonder if anyone, like, well, I guess just through the woods is all they'd be concerned with for right now, as to where you're going, but,
What is Iris doing right now? Is the
that's the
interesting-
thing, like, you all just bolted off, and she wasn't really all that down with you all to begin with. Also, she doesn't really know how to navigate the woods either, so she could actually get
let
lost.
Me actually do a wits intelligence with Robert to see if he remembers that maybe going after Iris is the better, which that cancelled each other out.
So no, Robert's just in full pursuit of this.
No, in full pursuit of Davis.
Yeah.
Alright, well, is Robert gonna roll a speed check to see where he goes before I roll another speed check?
I forget. You get more speed,
mean-
right? Like,
My speed is 20. Do you really need me to?
ooh,
Yeah, you're
actually,
going
yeah.
fast, but you also took a moment to stop and
Well-
turn.
Well, no,
Yeah,
that's
but my speed is still. I did stop for one turn, yes.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So I'm quickly catching up with Davis, but
Yeah.
it's probably gonna be like 2 turns.
Yeah, so I'd say like Robert though he can pretty quickly catch up with Davis, but like and at that speed actually, yeah, you could even keep up with the stag too. But I'd say like you have him in visuals, right? Like I'd say since you're high up and all, you've got him in visuals, and can see the stag too, which I would say like Robert can actually see a lot from where he is, which I guess just a wits composure check since he can see so much from where he's at right now.
We cross the street and Davis gets hit by a bus.
Well,
that would be hilarious.
oh, well, okay. So no specific. So okay, I guess Robert is just focusing on Davis right now primarily.
Yeah, he doesn't care about the stag.
Yeah. All right. Then in that case, another little check from Davis to see how he's doing. We are coming to a head with our chase, but let's get an
Well,
idea.
this time I'm gonna willpower it.
Ooh, okay.
4.
All right.
So add that on to 12, and that's yeah.
Okay. Which, oh yeah, you do get a roll again as well.
Oh
Do I
yeah.
also get to throw another speed check?
Oh yeah.
Nope.
Although I would say actually the thing is with 20, you can basically
16 speed.
you can keep up with.
Now it's 22.
Yeah, I'd say really with your base, you can keep up with everyone right now. You don't really even have to make a check for
I'm
that.
going to fly in front of Davis and aggressively flap my wings so as to impair his sight and
Oh,
to stop him.
alright. And okay, so let's see. But I would say like with Davis's with his roll, okay, and this one,
Well,
alright. So I will say like Davis was actually kind of like he was beginning to close the gap there, like beginning to.
my question is, how much does this slow me down? Or does it even stop me?
Ooh, cause
I mean,
yeah.
if you're
'Cause-
running right into the owl, that might become painful.
Yeah, well,
Davis doesn't care. He wants the stag.
well, the question is how good is Davis on his feet to like maybe like duck down, right? Like to kind of like you
I
know.
have 3 athletics.
I'd say this would be like to see if Davis could like, I don't know, do like a dodge roll or
Composure to
something.
notice, with composure to notice, and then dexterity, athletics to dodge.
Yeah, that's about right. Like, can he do a
Alright.
sick dodge combo?
One success on
Yeah,
perception.
that is enough. Well, look, that is enough to notice an owl in front of your face. You know,
Well, but it's when it's right in front of your face. That's the thing.
it's very close. So I'd say now
when
you need
you're
to.
running and it's right in front of your face.
Yeah, but this is why I'd say you'd need to make a pretty good, a pretty good dexterity athletics check then. All right.
Alright. Nope, 1.
All right, then no, you kind of you try, but you just well actually yeah, you would try and you just like you run right into the owl, you know, like
Yep,
just
and
fall.
the owl wraps its wings around you so you can't see.
As that happened, Davis just blurts out, "No!"
No.
And he's struggling to pull. He's struggling to pull Robert off of him.
The stag just bounces on. So yeah, you've well, I guess here's the thing, like as for if Robert can actually physically stop Davis,
Yeah, because Davis is still going to be trying to
I
run
mean,
towards it.
he doesn't have to physically stop Davis if Davis can't see.
well, okay, I'd say like
If it was
how
going in
long
one
does it-
direction,
yeah,
How long does it take to trip in the woods when you can't see a thing? And you're running.
yeah.
Davis is trying to pull Robert off of him.
Yeah, I'd say like let's make this a contested grapple check. How about
Okay,
Yeah.
Davis is trying to pull Robert off of him. Robert is going to try and hold him.
that? Yeah, grapple. So strength and brawl.
All right. Remember, you're an owl.
Wait, isn't the first level of Protean like some intimidation that works based on blood potency?
Ooh,
And it's not a spoken thing.
I'm not sure how strong that is. I would have to have the book.
Wait 1 second.
All right. Oh, the PvP is commencing.
I is back with the book.
All right.
Like I remember it was pretty powerful when Iris tried to use that on Robert.
Yeah. I'm just trying to like I don't have it in front of me. It's been a while, so.
If Davis loses the stag, that will be a frenzy check on him.
With the silent.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Did I pick up the wrong book?
What?
Here, the first level of Protean is getting swallowed by the earth.
What?
What?
And then the second is predatory ass. Like, I think. Do you have first and second edition the rule books?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that's the first edition that I pulled.
Where did you put it? Ah, you put that out of the bookshelf.
Yeah, I pulled the
Which
first.
is-
Yeah.
Yeah, I accidentally picked up second edition.
Okay,
Why did you
okay.
pull it out of the bookshelf and put it out of reach for me too?
Well, I was gonna take it with me and I forgot. So that's yeah.
Okay, now found the right one.
All right.
Like that was confusing when I saw that.
Hmm.
I don't care about committing diablerie right now.
And
Protean. Aspect of the Predator. The most basic ability of this discipline allows a vampire to project a supernatural mien of savage predatory ferocity. This power involves no roll. Character is not subject to the usual relationships of blood potency upon meeting another kindred for the first time. If the character's blood potency is lower than that of the unknown kindred, treated as equal. If the character's blood potency is equal or higher than that, okay, it's for unknown kindred only.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then you used it wrong when you
Ah.
did it with Iris.
Wait, I wonder. Might have been an animalism thing then instead. Might have been.
Well, I know you, so let's
Yeah.
contested grapple.
Yep. Contested.
4 successes.
Grapple combat.
No, that's one success.
Oh,
Dragon, that's
yeah.
one success.
Yeah. That's 8.
Alright.
So 1.
No,
Oh yeah, 1 success. You're right.
So,
I'm wrong.
all right, can Robert.
All right.
So
Grappled.
here's what I'll say. So Robert manages to overpower Davis quite easily, even as an owl, and and okay, I will say this because at that point, Davis would realize he's being stopped, and he's just seeing the stag, or well, not seeing now, but like he can hear it. It's getting away. This is. Robert has cost him everything. The stag. This would be a frenzy check moment, and I'd say a pretty important one because this is kind of Davis's whole thing is the stag.
Yeah. So, yeah. What am I rolling here? And also penalty probably.
Yeah. So composure resolve, and I'd say since this is like his thing, at a -3 because you're being screwed out of a stag. Oh. Okay.
1 success.
All right.
He holds on.
Yeah, he's holding on. Davis is holding on. Pissed, but holding on.
Yep.
Davis is still trying to pull the owl off of him and run.
Uh,
How long does it take before he trips?
well, grapple. Yeah, he's got to escape the grapple. And just doing some background rolls to account for some things while you all were doing that. Okay. So yeah, you can do the check again.
All right. 0 successes.
So yeah, Davis is
Success!
Davis is being held down. Although, and I think the last one would have. Yeah. Okay. I will say, while you all are grappling in the woods, wits composure from the both of them while this is happening. Oh. Okay.
I'm getting some successes this time around.
1 success on
Okay. Then I'd
More
say,
successes.
yeah, I would say that the both of them, it would be enough. Robert more so, but like while you all were grappling, especially Robert would hear he'd hear the horn of a vehicle and a loud sound, a loud thunk sound in the distance while that was going on.
Did the bus just run over the white stag?
It had to happen.
Yeah.
Because yeah, Davis couldn't catch up to it because the grappling.
So,
Robert,
so Davis hears this. What would it be to assume that was the white stag getting hit?
Well,
Would he know for sure?
well, I mean, he might assume, which I'm trying to think like, okay, how about wits intelligence? If you highball it, then he'd probably assume. That's
3.
that's decent enough. He could probably assume It was coming from that
More
direction.
Anger. More anger.
Another frenzy check is what I would say then.
Same penalty.
Yep, same penalty.
0
Alright.
successes.
It's frenzy
Davis is
o'clock.
mad.
Yep. So, yeah, Davis is going into the rage frenzy. Alright. He can't control.
Remember that he has claws. He has claws now.
Ooh.
Yep.
Yep.
Which
yep.
I'm also spending that point of blood to use claws to hold him down. Which, considering
Okay.
I'm already grappling him.
Well, yeah, you are already grappling him, so I'd say you get first turn there. No contest. So, all right.
This might get painful for Davis here.
Yeah.
I'm okay with this.
So
I'm okay with this as a player. Davis is not.
It's only 2 ag.
well, no. If you're still just going for the grapple, right?
I did bring out the claws as well when Davis did.
But if you're still just trying to hold him down and grapple check, that would just the tool. It would add a tool bonus basically, of +1 to your roll.
Wouldn't that still, like,
If you're not trying,
somewhat cut in?
if you're not trying by the rules, if you're trying to grapple, it doesn't do damage by the rule.
Robert is trying to subdue a wild animal in his mind right now. Pain is a way to do that.
Oh, so you're gonna inflict aggravated on him then. We're gonna go with that.
Yep.
So 2 egg.
Ouch. Yeah.
So just put that on my sheet.
Yep. Oh, this is a great start. But okay.
2 egg.
So then I'd say, but he's still going for the grapple, right? Like or no.
Presumably yes.
He is still also holding him, yes.
Okay. So, all right. Well, well, the thing is that there's nothing to really account for this, but well, except for like grapple biting. Same principle, I guess. So yeah, 2 damage. But okay. So then from Davis, he can, as always, make a composure resolve check. I do kind of I over time reduce the penalties. But like, okay, so hold on, -2, and then, well, the thing is, being injured generally doesn't reduce frenzy checks. Generally,
Yeah.
that generally adds to the frenzy.
Robert's logic is that of I am trying to subdue a wild animal. He doesn't know that much about vampires yet.
Yeah, so I'd say like I would have reduced the penalty to 2, but then Robert kind of made it worse, so I'll put it back up to 3. So yeah, -3 penalty again.
0.
So
And
Davis
also
can't stop.
Now he's trying to pull him off again, huh?
Yep.
Oh, I accidentally closed out. 1 second.
Oh, I really don't want you all to murder each other in the middle of the woods here. Oh,
I'm fine if I get murder alerted, but yeah. I always still have Marcus.
Oh, like that would be the worst if this is how the B team's adventure ends. Oh.
I mean, I hope that isn't how it will end.
I do too, but you know, I do go by the dice. Like I'm trying to
Yep.
not get you all murdered. I'm trying. Okay. So
strength brawl.
yeah, well, he is still being grappled, so he does kind of have to. Which I will say, like, okay. The claws. Davis also does have the claws, so I will say, spend a point of blood. They're coming out because of your frenzy.
Yeah, I did that.
All right.
I already did that, so yeah, they're out.
So yeah, then the instinctive. Well, you can't even fight back until you get out of the
You
grapple.
have to break the grapple first, yeah.
Yeah. So, but you do get a +1 bonus on your, your check for that because of the
Alright,
claws.
let me roll one then.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh. Well.
equal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, who is the defender in this instant?
Well, technically Davis is the defender. Technically.
But he's the one who did the active role.
True. True.
He's trying to pull Robert off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, easy way, tiebreaker, 1 dice each, right? That's an easy way to solve this problem.
Yeah. Fuck.
Oh.
Me!
So,
Pull Robert
I
off.
can't just fly off.
well, yeah. That is the thing. Like technically you can just
And then Davis is just powering himself out till the frenzy breaks.
yeah, that
so
is the thing. Like you can just
Yeah,
fly a
just
few
fly
feet up.
away.
Just fly onto a tree branch.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so yeah, Davis breaks free. What does Robert do then exactly?
Fly onto a tree branch.
So
He's
just-
practical.
All right, so just onto a nearby tree
Well-
branch. Well,
Yeah, one
Considering
that's
that-
high enough up to not reach.
yeah.
Considering that Robert is now the point of his rage, he's going to try and climb that tree.
Hmm.
He also
Claws.
gets to do a frenzy check, right?
Well,
Yeah.
well, that's the thing. Yeah, like, I have plans, and I'm gonna roll for like what Davis might do if he fails it again. But another frenzy check. This time, just -2. All right. Slowly it
Alright.
goes down.
One success.
Okay, then in that case, Davis he's getting control of his mind for right now. He's still in frenzy, but he can control his actions in the moment.
Alright. Well, he's going to look in the direction of the stag.
Okay.
He wants to know for sure.
All right. So then, yeah, composure check.
One.
Yeah. I'd say he can see just headlights. He can see like stopped lights coming from the probably the road. Just so there's a vehicle stopped. That's all he can really get out of it, right from where he's at.
Can I make a turn to move in that direction?
Yeah, if he can resist his frenzy again. So I'd say for now, same roll as last time.
Alright.
So, yeah, Robert is... If Davis moves in that direction, Robert will fly down again.
Okay. So, all right. He's got 1, and then a roll again.
Alright.
He's still in control of his actions for now, but not out of frenzy totally yet. But yeah, you can act.
Alright.
Okay. One thing, I'm gonna fly in front of Davis and this time sit down there and start turning back.
Oh, okay. So a turn to turn.
Yep.
Then in that case, I'd say another while Robert's doing that, another check from Davis, but now with just a -1.
Alright.
Okay. At this point, Davis is calming. He's rational again.
He's still pissed.
Yeah, but no frenzy anymore. He's over that for the moment. But there's just an owl turning Robert right in front of him.
Yep.
Well, what Davis is going to try and do is run around him, and as he does that, he says, I need to see.
You need to come back. That is what you need to do. You just ran off with no explanation. And actually, we left Iris there alone.
I mean, I did say Davis is trying to run around Robert and said,
Yeah,
I need
Robert-
to see.
Robert will just go parallelly so Davis can't go around him easily.
He is big.
Well, in response to that, Davis says, "You go take after Iris. I need to see." And he's basically trying to climb over Robert now.
Okay, yeah, I just want to do a quick presence intimidation. Do I get a bonus for being giant?
Well, alright, I'll allow it. I like how Davis needs the truth. Oh. Alright. And, okay, and a reroll, but I'd say, like, versus that to Davis's resolve and composure.
Alright. Nope.
Don't
Alright.
fuck around with your fire, boy.
So yeah, that will stop Davis. It'll at least keep him. He'll listen, basically. That's what it'll give.
Davis backs off and hisses.
You are going to come back with me now.
Davis simply says, "The stag."
We can come back here after we got Iris, but you don't just get to run off.
Also, while you all are settling that dispute, well, like I will say just something that you all would hear, no check necessary, is a deep rumbling growl, kind of just echoes throughout the woods.
We are going back to the shack now.
Does Davis listen?
Davis tentatively stares at Robert, backing off a few steps.
Oh, he still wants it. So Davis is still not fully backing down from the sound of it.
Nope. He takes back a few steps, but he's staring at Robert.
Davis, there's something in these woods that's very dangerous. We are going back now. We can come back here once we're all back in a group.
Alright. You're gonna have to convince him. I think roll.
Well, also, just as an aside, you can still commit to this course of action, but background thing that, like, there's no not hearing it, like, you both are gonna hear, like, a blood-curdling scream coming from the direction of the road. Just background. You can still do what you're gonna do, but...
The thing is, you're not making me pursue one course of action
Yeah.
when Robert has one of his two children unattended.
Yeah. But I'm just saying that things are happening. That's all I'm saying, is
Yes,
things
I
are
am
happening.
aware of that. But Robert has principles. This is me absolutely
Mm.
acting on my virtue.
Yeah. So, alright, we got... Hmm.
Well, you know, Davis's vice.
Ooh. Wait,
It's
what?
Yeah, that's
isn't it?
wrath.
Oh! Yeah.
So is Robert's.
Everyone's got wrath. Oh.
This is beast against beast.
Oh, we're having a bit of a sword fight then, are we?
Yeah.
Oh.
Robert is intimidating, but Davis.
Hmm.
Davis wants to see.
Well, I guess again,
He
you know.
needs to see.
Well, I kind of wonder, like, we could do like a contest of if Davis can convince Robert of something, maybe like as a counter role to that, perhaps. Like that might be better than him going on the defensive if he wants to try that, of course.
Well, what Davis says, I've been chasing this thing my whole life.
And guess what? I've been chasing the thing that is rampaging over there for an eternity. It took my face, it took my life, and I'm still not going after it because I'm not stupid. And you're also not stupid.
I was already dead before. I don't care if I'm dead again.
Ooh.
Well, there are people that do care.
Hmm.
I didn't ask for you to care about me. I didn't even ask to be brought back.
You asked to come along, you asked to be part of the group when you did. And the fact that I turned you makes you my responsibility.
Doesn't have to.
Kind of does. You are coming back with me now, and later we are going to come back here. It doesn't make a difference when we come back if that thing also actually was hit by a car. It does not make a difference whether we come here in 3 or 4 hours or whether we go there now. The difference it makes is that right now there's a thing there that neither of us is equipped to handle.
You're going to have to make me.
Ooh.
You don't want me to do that, boy.
Davis still has his claws out.
So does Robert.
A bit of a standoff. Hmm. Is the child defying the sire? Are we? Is this the true final confrontation?
I'm gonna say Davis is pretty mad.
Hmm.
So is Robert again.
Everybody's mad.
And he, well, sorry to say this, if he can't go around, he's going to go through.
Oh. Oh.
Do I get to try and make one more intimidation check?
I'd say, yeah, I'll allow reflexive action here. Anything you want to do.
I will willpower it. Robert will put himself up in Davis's face and growl.
Ooh. I will give. like I'll give both the giant thing plus and a +1 for the growl. All right, and and also I'd say like for the overall like the bold move. All right, so I'll give a good +3 for this. That is a bold move. All right.
All right. Well, I'm going to willpower.
Okay. Oh. Which also, one thing just to put out there, like, you never use blood for it, but like, I think technically,
You can only use it on physicals.
yeah, because while
All right.
while presence is technically like it's a physical appearance thing, but I guess it doesn't count. Yep.
Damn. Oh wait.
So
Roll again.
can his resolve break it? Nope.
Damn it.
So, yeah, that will make Davis think twice about trying to pull a mutiny here on his sire. All right.
I'm gonna do a roll here.
Okay.
A 1d2. Flip of the coin.
Ooh.
Let's find out how stupid Davis is. He is stupid. That's an attack.
Oh.
All right. Well, that'll be a strength brawl, right?
Yep, +1.
Oh god. Oh god. If you kill each other here and now. Although I will say this is quite a dramatic turnaround and confrontation. I will say that. Like it really is.
Dragon, don't forget to distract the defense.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's
Well-
a defense of 3.
So you have a defense of 3, so that takes away out of my roll?
Yeah.
All right. Well, in this case, this probably won't do anything. Because 5 was my original roll.
Hmm.
So 2 now.
0. So, okay. I'd say with that, like, Davis.
With the failed resistance against intimidation and the failed attack.
I would say that's like Davis just kind of. I don't know,
He
maybe.
slaps Robert.
Yeah, he maybe tries to
but
push him or
attempted to claw
something.
him.
Yeah, like, it just comes off as a
I would
push.
say what Davis attempted to do was claw Robert across the face.
Hmm.
So in what he actually ended up doing is lightly slapping him across the face.
Well, you can be glad that Robert's vice isn't pride.
Hmm.
You just kind of raises an eyebrow. Is that really all you've got?
Hmm.
All right. Well, Davis does have his bow with him, and this he's much better at using.
Like,
Ooh.
come on, you're still after a failed intimidation check.
Yeah, like, Davis really, like, I'd say, man, he. Like.
He really wants that stag.
Well, I'm trying to think here, and also, just as an aside, there's been, like, another growl and more screaming going, like, there's things happening while you all have been doing this, but I think for Davis right now, I don't know, he needs to, like, I'm trying to think of a good way to resolve this situation here between the players.
Yeah.
And I mean, the thing is like, I would feel like, okay, how about maybe a little common sense, if we will, from Davis. I think as a you know, as a person, he should have a little bit of that just by default, right? Some wits intelligence from him, maybe, to kind of get maybe some perspective, shall we say?
All right.
Okay. with that, I'll offer some insight then. So, like, look, Davis, he's been hearing the screaming, the growling, and, like, he by now could surely figure that whatever's going on up there, it's a situation that is dangerous, and that he probably, like, maybe he should think a little before going in. He would at least consider that.
Davis runs off in the other direction, back towards Iris.
Robert just kind of rolls his eyes and follows.
Davis is running fast.
All right, but so I guess we don't need
Robert
to pursuit.
isn't necessarily sprinting anymore.
Davis is.
Well, I'm trying to think if we need to do. Well, I mean, Davis isn't trying to lose Robert, right? Or
He's not. He's just running fast in the direction of where we were.
okay. Well, first off, does Davis know, like, how good is he with directions? I guess just like maybe a wits survival check from him just so he knows where he's going first off, because he doesn't have that good bird's eye view.
1.
Okay, I'll give enough to get an idea of where he's going. All right, so then no contested against each other thing then. So I'll just say you both you know your way, and you go back to where where you had left Iris, like back at the badger trap, basically, all the way back there. All right, and
Iris still there.
well, when you get there, which I'm trying to think first off how long you all have been out actually. If I can get like a rough, I'm trying to think of all the rolls you did for running.
Would probably be like maybe 15 minutes.
Well, no, because I usually do like for the pursuit, because you were running for a while. And I would have done like, say, 15 minutes for each one of your pursuit checks. So, over a half hour. And then the altercation. I'd say you're up to around an hour. Like, no more than. But either way, when you all get back, no, Iris is not there. She is not there.
Remember that Davis was running ahead. I want to find Iris.
But well, I'd say your speeds are close enough that if you're not trying to lose each other, you kind of get there about the same time. Which I do. Oh yeah, I do have to factor
Robert
in.
also mostly wants to find Iris right now, so we have the same plan here.
Yeah, and oh yeah, I have to factor in how long it takes you to get back. So a little over an hour then.
Well, was Robert running or just walking?
Running.
Yeah, see,
All right.
you're close enough to each other in speed there. You could, no pursuit losing them. So it's roughly the same time you get there. But yeah. So all right.
Davis looks for her tracks.
Tracking.
See if there are any. It was muddy, remember.
Yes. So I'd say, again, a wits survival check, +1, because prints should be a little more visible with all the heavy mud.
1.
Oh wait, I'm trying to think if this falls under a perception thing. It is still a knowledge check. The clan penalty, I think, would apply, I think.
We did handle it as a perception check.
Okay,
last couple
good.
of times.
I wasn't quite sure. So good. Okay. So I'd say that so what Davis could find then with a 1 is that like he would see like, he'd be able to pick out, cuz I mean you two have distinct feet. Robert cuz he's huge and Davis knows his own tracks. So he'd see like, okay, Iris's tracks, and that they just kind of meander about and then just go off in a direction. So that would kind of indicate that, well, I guess she was trying to go somewhere but doesn't know her way. So
Well-
yeah.
Davis sprints after the tracks.
And Robert follows after Davis.
All right. So okay.
Davis would be attempting to outspeed him.
Why?
Yeah.
Reasons.
Well, his choice. I'm just gonna do a... Also, considering that I stopped Davis mostly because Robert's agency is to keep his childer for whom he has responsibility together, would that count as me acting towards my virtue?
Yeah. That would be fortitude. And I mean, look, I would say, like, it was at great peril, too, with the...
It did inconvenience us very strongly.
Yeah, you nearly murdered each other in the middle of the woods, so, yeah.
What about Wrath on Davis?
Well, Robert isn't exactly running fast right now, so Davis will probably outrun him.
Alright, so I will say...
Well,
Actually, Robert would notice that he isn't running very fast, right?
Yeah.
Davis.
Yeah,
has
Robert is
12
stopping again.
Time to go owl.
Yep.
Oh, also, and for Davis, I will say I think Wrath did play a part in there, so I will give that. I'll give a Wrath.
I mean, I even used a willpower.
Yeah, so you use one, get one.
That-
Alright, so, but, yeah,
All I
okay.
was asking for is that nice refund.
Okay, so, yeah, alright, so dragons, you know, he's... Okay, so, okay, good, you got the rolls. Yeah, okay, so, I'd say, yeah, Davis keeps on the trail, making good pace. Robert owls out, and, well, with that, he's fast enough, he doesn't have to do a check anymore. But, Alright, so the pursuit continues on, which also another wits and survival from Davis to make sure he's keeping on the trail.
Still +1 or normal?
Yep, still +1, still muddy.
4.
Ooh, can he get a 5?
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
Yes.
then I'm gonna give a bunch here. So, like, as you're kind of looking around, and following the tracks, very successfully, I might add, but you'll notice that at a certain point, at a certain point, you see a couple of tracks, alright? So, at a certain point, Davis would notice that, another set of like, shoe prints, all right. Another set of shoe prints, human size, kind of going parallel, crosses paths with the path he was following, and also, he would notice some very large prints, animal prints in there too.
Going in the same direction?
Yeah, and it looks like what you could tell is that basically the direction of everything kinda goes in that direction. It's hard for him to tell like which prints came first or last, but he would get that they all kind of converge and go in one direction.
Davis follows.
All right, so he's keeping on the
Still
trail.
running
Yeah.
as fast as he can, as fast as the little feet will take him.
All right. And okay, then I guess well, Robert he's the eye in the sky right now.
Yep.
Which he's able to keep up with anything. So it's just a notice check for him then, to see whether he can what he can see basically.
Okay.
Hmm. All right. I'd say, well, primarily he was trying to keep an eye on Davis, which, yes, could see that. With two, I'd say couldn't really get anything else. Just keeping track of Davis, and you can, of course, keep up with him easily and outpace him with your, like, 20 speed.
So what do I see?
Just Davis running through the woods. Like, that's right now all you can
The
see.
thing is, I don't want to get too far away in case that the tracks turn.
Hmm.
So I'm kind of keeping an eye on Davis.
Yeah, because, well, also, like, yeah, you're just noticing. So, like, you're not really following the tracks as much, is what I got from that. You're more following him because he's
I'm
in.
following Davis because it's easier to see.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you don't really spot anything else in the area. Um, so okay then. Okay, so then Davis has lead. Davis has lead. And yeah, so okay, does he change up what he's doing, or is he still pursuing?
He's still pursuing.
Okay, okay. Then I'd say again another good, his nice speed, and also just to make sure he's keeping on the trail. So it's kind of a combined, yeah, speed roll and also the wits and survival.
I
But
have a
he,
thing I want to play out
ooh,
with Iris.
mm.
Not murdery, but but definitely rat.
Oh. Well, let's see. Let's have rolls.
I'm not going to attack my sister.
I mean, if he finds Iris, then Robert is seeing her too, right?
Yeah, yeah. We haven't caught up yet. That's rolls. Oh.
Yep. So yeah. What am I rolling?
All right. So just wits and survival, with the bonus to make sure you're keeping on path, and if you get any new clues too.
Nope. 0.
Okay, well,
Lose the trail.
no new clues is what I'd say, but
Alright.
you do have what you have. So then it's just speed to see, if you catch up and see, or I'm gonna see if you get close enough to see or hear anything and give a roll.
That's
Okay, so it's 13. Yeah. Okay. So in this case, at this point, with 15 minutes more running, basically, now a wits and composure to see what Davis sees, and also Robert would at the same time.
1.
And Robert would have the better view here too.
The tree cover doesn't hinder any of this.
Well, yeah, that is the thing. There is tree cover. There is tree cover to factor
Yeah, so
in.
Robert has to fly carefully to not fly into anything.
Yeah, yeah. So like, no, I'd just say no bone, because you do get like a owl, right? So no
Yeah.
bonuses, no penalties. Is kind of evens out, I'd say, for him. All right. So then at one, at a one, I would say you don't see anything yet, but you definitely hear something. All right, like you can hear other footsteps. For Davis, like he can hear that he can basically hear other people running ahead
Robert
of him.
Also hear, considering that owls have quite good hearing.
I'll give that. So yeah, you can tell you're getting very close then, because you can start hearing things.
Then Robert is speeding up in the direction of the footprints.
Okay. Speed, go.
He is getting another indicator in Davis, and he's using it.
All right. So now he's really getting in there.
Davis is still trying to be as fast as he can.
Gotta go fast. All right.
That was just my fast check.
Yep. Good 14. Mm-hmm.
I mean, even if I make a fast check, it's like 1 or 2 more points usually.
Yeah.
I have a 20.
Yeah, that is really kind of fast enough for anything on foot. But okay. So then, yeah, I'd say then the both of you, and also I like how Davis could call out too, but okay. Then yeah, another notice check now. No need to follow tracks. Notice.
All right. 1 success.
Hmm. All right, and I'd say, and then one from Robert too. Ooh.
Critical.
Then yeah, the hot pursuit. Robert's gonna get everything. Yeah, yeah. Robert gets everything. So okay, I would say Davis. He's gonna be close enough now that he can overhear this. And maybe see figures up ahead of him, but not in good detail. But Robert, at this point, could both hear and see that owl vision, owl senses. But yeah, you can see what appears to be. So there's someone that Robert doesn't know. All right, a person Robert doesn't know. Which I'm trying to think if the whole vampires, you can say if that would apply at such a distance. I guess, maybe. I'm not sure.
Maybe once it gets closer, if they.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure the range on that whole. You can, sense the beast and all that.
I would say when you see someone, you should be able to estimate it.
Okay.
Like if it's not over camera.
Okay. Then in that case, then he would see that it is it is a vampire. But it's a guy who he doesn't know. All right, he's got dressed kind of funny, and he's got long dreads. But he's just kind of shouting and pointing and just dragging Iris along. Like, look, we're gonna lose it. It's right there. Come on. We gotta get it. So he seems enthusiastic about something. And he's just dragging Iris along.
Robert is gonna land in front of him and turn back. Land in a distance that he can comfortably turn back.
Okay, so you're just kind of intercepting them.
Yep.
All right.
Which Protean
With
intimidation?
arms crossed.
Protean intimidation?
Ooh.
I would more ask intimidation with bonuses for being a giant and for bonuses for deformity.
That too.
Both. You can have intimidation
So-
go.
5 plus?
Oh, and also wait, so you're also visibly transforming from an owl, in front of them.
Yeah.
I'll add another +1 for that too, just element of
Oh.
surprise.
5 plus 4.
Yeah.
That's a
Good old
nice 9. With
And only one.
success.
Roll 20.
Now you know how I feel.
Yeah, I do.
I do feel like roll 20, I feel like that's lowballing.
Roll 20 lowballs a lot.
Yeah, I kind of wonder now if I should have some system in place to offer rerolls on one-time rerolls or something. I don't know.
I mean, it's your
it
choice.
lowballs even hard. It lowballs even harder on the automatic dice roller.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well.
Like the click the attributes or whatever, and then do that roll. That auto roller. That one sucks.
I don't know. So I get mixed results with either way I do it, but I'm horribly unlucky anyway. So let me do a little thing here. All right. Well, okay. So I'd say as Robert just kind of lands and de-transforms and crosses his arms. So this guy that you've intercepted, he kind of he looks a little startled, but does not it doesn't break his stride too much, but he does kind of stop and lets go of Iris and just like puts his attention to Robert and says, what's this now? What are you getting in the way? Haven't you seen it? Like he's focused on something.
I'd appreciate if you didn't just drag my child around.
All right, and he looks back to Iris and says, "Well, I just ran into her in the woods. But she looked lost, but I could use her help. I could use all your help. Like that thing. It can't. I was on the bus and it got everyone. But I think I can get it now." So he's just laser focused on that.
How about you don't? Boy, I'm not in the mood for playing. I have one stupid child that doesn't listen. I have an... He stops himself before saying I have another stupid child that doesn't want to feed.
Oh.
I have another child that's very new.
Also Davis should be catching up now. He's on scene.
Yeah, so he heard the thing with the stupid child that doesn't want to listen.
Yeah. Hmm.
As Davis runs in, he gives Robert a glance.
Just don't try me tonight, boy.
Which also, aside, since Davis would have overheard all this, I wonder if it would occur to him, he overheard about the bus, if he would think to ask about the stag.
Now that you say that, Davis goes up to that guy and says, "What did you see?"
All right, so that does get his
Meanwhile-
attention.
Robert will motion for Iris to come to him.
All right, and Iris was just kind of following along. She was lost and following along, so she looks nervous and just kind of nudges away from this weirdo, and over to
Robert
Robert.
will protectively put his hand on her shoulder.
Davis is like going up to this guy and like literally grabbing him by the shirt. Do I get the Protean thing too, since I'm also an unknown?
Hmm.
And I do have 1 point in it?
Oh yeah, you could do that. You could. Hmm.
Yeah.
Which just means you don't get to roach wreck when... Like, technically, all of us would have to roll a frenzy check
Oh.
if Double wants to go for that.
Oh. We've had enough of that tonight.
Well, anyways, yeah, I'm grabbing this guy by the shirt and like asking him, "What did you see with that bus?
All right. Well, he's got no
Did it
reason.
hit? Did it hit anything?"
Okay, so he's being specific now, and so this guy at first because he has no reason not to be honest, and he's looking for help. He says the thing, it's monstrous. It got wait. Because he hears Davis say like, "Did the bus hit anything?" And he's like, "What? Is a deer or something? I don't know." So he looks kind of confused about that because that's not what was on his mind primarily.
The deer. And he says that with all the venom in his voice that he can muster. Was it dead?
All right, and yeah, he just kind of shrugs and says, "I don't know. The buzz hit it, and I didn't look too hard, but I didn't see it moving. So yeah, that's all he knows."
Davis yells, "God damn it!" And then he points at Iris and says, "This is your fault."
All right, and Iris just looks baffled. Just wonders, what did I do? You all left me alone. I didn't know the way back. It's muddy and wet out here. So yeah, that's her response.
He Davis simply says, he, and then he points to Robert, followed me because he wanted us all to stay as some stupid group.
One big family. All right, and oh yeah, also Dragon like Donna took a quick sec. For,
Alright.
so yeah. So we'll give it a sec for Donna to get back, but yeah.
Yeah.
Second confrontation of the night.
Yeah.
Not how I had intended it, but this is one of many possibilities. So it's unfolding weirdly. I like it.
Yeah.
I still can't believe you almost just murder each other in the woods, and that could have just been the end. Oh.
I'm playing Davis, all in accordance to how he feels about this white stag and his people.
Yeah.
That was his one chance. It's all gone.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
And Davis kind of, I guess, do a little repeat there, because he challenge Robert again.
Yeah. Alright, how much did you hear? What did you miss?
I heard the guy saying something about a deer, and then I
Yeah.
had to go to the bathroom.
Well, what you missed is after he said the deer was hit and was not moving, Davis yelled out, "God damn it," pointed at Iris, called it all her fault, and then pointed at you and said, "You, because of Iris, you followed me and wanted us all to stay as some stupid group." And Davis is mad again.
Yep, the call out.
Robert
That's-
is just taking it. Yeah, I did. Do you want me to turn back time? Can't do it.
Davis simply says, "I lost my one chance to possibly bring my people back."
And you know what? That sucks. And I can't say I'm sorry, which I am. But what else do you want me to do now?
I don't give a shit about what you do. I'm done.
And what will that change?
You can go deal with Iris. I don't care anymore.
What are you gonna do?
Davis, he lays down on the ground.
You are not doing that. Robert is just gonna grab him and pull him back up on his feet.
Oh.
Davis isn't even putting any strength into his feet anymore. As soon as you pick him up and let him go, he falls down.
He's not. Robert isn't letting go.
All right. Well, basically, he's not putting any strength into his feet at all. You're dragging him wherever he has to go. He's throwing a tantrum like a little child.
Davis,
Oh.
let me get this straight. The entire time that we've been traveling together, the fact that we've helped each other out, the fact that I tried my best to keep your mistake with Julia from becoming a permanent thing, that all does not matter because you had to run after that stupid white stag.
Yep.
Oh.
You are really that stupid.
That's what you call stupid.
Bringing your people back is what you wanted to do. And from that phrasing, I take it that your tribe is probably gone in the sense of the people that formed your tribe are dead.
Davis nods.
Then if you die, it's truly gone. And you want to remember it. Your tribe as it was is gone. I knew you, not your tribe. If you die, let that memory die with you. If you live, you could take on a student, teach them in the ways of your in the ways of your tribe, and try to rebuild what you had. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be a whole lot of work.
It's meaningless now.
Why?
Because my tribe was human.
And you think you can't communicate with humans anymore just because you are a vampire?
It's not my people.
So, for you, it matters so much what circumstances someone was born into that you can't see them as valuable to you if they don't share the same genetic characteristics as you? You know, in the 1940s, they had a name for that kind of people.
I don't give a shit.
Why?
He stays silent.
Davis
Do you
defeated.
think you're that worthless that your life doesn't matter?
Can't take a hint, huh?
Not if the person is trying to do something incredibly stupid is under my responsibility, no.
Davis still stays silent.
You're really going to put me through that, are you? Robert is just going to to put one hand on Iris's shoulder and drag Davis along and lead both of them back to the shack. Just completely ignore the other guy.
Which I was gonna say, while this is all going on, the other guy still he wonders what's so important about a deer, and
Yeah, and Robert is just completely ignoring him.
but also Iris kind of like looking back is like what I don't know what all this is going on, but that guy seemed like kind of intense. Should we care about that?
We should,
Davis
but we're
just
not yet
hisses at Julia.
prepared. Davis hisses at Julia. That's interesting. That's Iris.
No, yeah, I mean Iris. My mistake. Whoops, I'm an idiot. Iris. He hisses at Iris.
And Robert just looks at Davis. Has it occurred to you that if you hadn't run after that thing and just chased it off, might not have run on the road? Would it have occurred to you that if you had asked our help for this kind of thing, we probably would have had a higher chance of success? You probably would have had a higher chance of success. easy to push responsibility on other people.
Davis is just giving Robert the silent treatment.
Yeah, and Robert is just dragging him along, pushing Iris along.
Mm. And let's see, just gonna do a little thing here.
Ignoring Mr. Vampire guy.
Which,
Davis isn't fighting back against the being dragged. He's just letting himself be dragged. He's not putting any strength into his feet.
aside here, like, I will say this guy is, from behind you all, you will hear, like, a wait, stop, like, just, he's yelling out, stop, in a very commanding way, just stop, which,
That doesn't work without eye contact, right?
yeah.
So yeah, Robert is just walking along. I say completely ignoring. I mean, completely ignoring that guy.
The funny thing is, Davis is ignoring him too. Davis doesn't give a shit about whatever this guy's saying after he said the deer wasn't moving. He was just like, all right, he's worthless to me now.
One thing that Robert is going to mention, as it occurs to him, you are aware that if you live on and maybe you get into another cycle, that thing will be back. You will have another chance if you live that long. If you allow yourself to live that long.
What the fuck do you mean cycle?
Are you really that dense?
How long have you been doing this?
About 8.5 years. What?
How many cycles, I mean?
1.
How do you know it's gonna happen?
Well,
Because the guy that we were talking to in Miami acted like he's been through this over 100 times.
yeah, Davis was there for that, I think.
He was.
Yeah.
And he just does the same shit.
He does not do the same shit. We didn't do the same shit as before. Last cycle, I didn't give my car to my earlier self.
Well, think about it like this then. If I go back in a cycle, bring my people back, I'll just be brought through this stupid cycle again, and then it'll all mean nothing again. This whole thing was pointless. What you've told me is that I can never save my people.
Well, you can always save your people.
Not if we're gonna be stuck in a time loop for all eternity.
We don't know if it's for eternity, but I will say I'd be damned if we are so lucky that we only get to see this once. I'm not exactly a person that is lucky, Davis.
Note that Davis is still saying all of this while being dragged.
Yeah. Robert is also talking while dragging him.
Yeah.
And to be honest, even if there is no chance of bringing them back, do you really think you are this worthless?
No comment.
Do you really think you are worth so little that this one task that might be unobtainable finds you so much that you have to die if you fail?
It's not that I think I'm worthless. It's that I don't give a shit about anything else.
Then maybe you should rework your priorities.
Also, while they're
The other guy is probably following.
while they're all doing that, just a little check. Like, Iris kind of looks behind you all and just like, she doesn't know what you all are on about, but she kind of just says plainly like that guy's still following us.
Robert rolls his eyes and just continues walking. Ignore him.
All the venom is spilled out of Davis right now.
He's just ragdolled.
Now all that's left in him is apathy.
Which I will say this.
I really don't want to play this next session on my own.
Hopefully not. But I will say, like, I think this is a good, like, with everybody gathered back together and just going back to the shack, that's a good place to leave it for the night, I think.
I mean, I honestly would like to at least get to a point where we know whether Davis is killing himself or reluctantly agreeing to give life without trying to bring his tribe back a try.
He's not going to kill himself just yet.
He's just like he's just gone like Skyrim ragdoll on you, and it's
Yep.
Yep. But it's just dragging him back.
If we do get back to the shack, he's gonna want to sleep this off.
Yeah,
Which
all right.
Robert will let him do.
So then, then they all go. Yeah, then that's a good place to leave it. Then, like, everybody has something to think about and rest on.
And also, Davis needs to heal.
Well, yeah, that too.
Yep.
That too. After that fight.
It's not too bad, but it's still too ag.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with your sire.
So okay, then then that'll conclude the session for now, and a little bit of non-spoilery post. Man, I was really worried you all would just kill each other there. I was really worried. It always comes down to that in my games. But at the same time, I do think we had some good Davis moments here, some good character development
Yep.
from Davis.
And I will say Robert is kind of pissed at Davis for not caring about anything now.
Yeah. Now we gotta figure how to get him out of the slump, but... Although, I mean, hey, on the positive note, I mean, potential new party members. More helpers for what is to come.
I am not taking this party member on. I know who that is. Also, god damn it, we again didn't get a bus story.
Yeah, you missed out on it. Although...
Yeah, because Davis left the group.
Yeah.
Personal issues.
Oh well. Although you are still involved in, like... Because, hey, well, this certainly turned out a different way because, well... Now you've run into a new character, so that's something that
Yay,
wouldn't
character
have.
that Robert doesn't care about.
Oh,
Like, Robert has priorities. First
yeah,
priority, make sure that his child are safe.
yeah,
Second priority, getting that creature that took his face.
yeah. Well, I mean, hey, that is something that he has in common with the new guy.
Yeah, but the new guy seems very erratic.
Well, yeah, he's not the brightest or the best. uh, but yeah, this was a surprising session, is what I'll say for me. Surprises all around. But I liked how things flowed, even though it went totally off the rails and all that. I liked it. I hope it was
I
fun.
mean, sometimes you just gotta expect that to happen. Shit gets off the rails,
Yeah.
especially when you bring in the white stag.
Yep. Davis, very laser focused.
Yeah.
Which I will say this, like, with that whole interrogation, I mean, the guy doesn't even know exactly what a stag is, so I mean, he didn't say specifically it was the white stag, just...
Did he say it was a white deer?
No, he just said it was a deer, some deer thing.
Like, a white deer, that would be something that someone would...
No, he just said it was some deer or something.
No, I mean, you would see that, and it would probably stick to you because that's a very unusual sight.
Well, and the
Well,
outer...
albino animals exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, it's an unusual sight.
But like, well, I will say the meta there is that he's a city guy. He doesn't know animals. Like, he doesn't know. So yeah, no, there really has been no confirmation. It's just.
I mean, maybe we can do it that Davis realizes that when he wakes up the next night.
Maybe some memory checks, reflecting on things.
Well, you also told him about all this cycle shit.
Well.
That was counterproductive.
Yeah.
Yeah, you told him about all this cycle shit, and now even if it does, like, even if it is still alive, it's still meaningless now.
Well, I mean, but what they were both given the implication of was that, like, well, hey, if you do things right, maybe, then whatever that is, then hey, then maybe it sticks, right? They both were given that, so, as a refresher.
But don't worry, Davis isn't going to kill himself.
That's good.
Yay.
At least until after the story is finished,
Like,
quote unquote.
well, I mean, everyone gets their, like, epilogue, I guess, if they make it that long.
Yeah. If Davis doesn't die to outside causes, he'll off himself after he's done with this whole Robert business.
Which, I just thought of a horrible irony with no confirmation if he still goes on, like, and then he like, prepares for the sun, and then, like, as the sun's rising, the white stag just kind of hops along, and that would be the worst irony to end it on.
That would be hilarious irony, but at that point he still wouldn't care because he knows it's meaningless. He couldn't, even if he got that white stag to help him, it wouldn't bring them back forever if we're just gonna set back time again.
All right. So with all that, then yeah, we got some mess to untangle next session. Then.
Yep.
But
As soon as Robert lets him go,
uh,
once
So-
he's off on his own.
So yeah, looking forward to
Which
that.
Robert is not planning on letting him going go anytime soon. That's the good thing.
Hmm. I do still just have an image in my mind. I still just can't unpicture it, like just Davis going like glitchy ragdoll on Robert, just just flopping all over the place. No, no, no. All right, so
I more imagined an angry child just kind of like having their feet drag along the floor as their parent carries them.
just holding his breath while doing it, like well, he can literally do it forever. Oh.
Yeah.
All right, so yep, I guess with the debrief there, looking forward to the next session and the mess to untangle. So, with that, I'll end the recording here, and I just feel like the title for this one's got to be like, I don't know, parenting. I don't know.
Yeah.
Uh,